Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Hope this is a great start to your week. I will tell you that one of the unexpected blessings of not having to go to work is that Mondays are stress-free. Pretty cool way to start my week. So my week's starting great, and I hope yours does too. Let's jump into Psalm 106. We should be reading Psalm 106 to 110 today, but I want to look at Psalm 106 specifically because I think it speaks to us. And David says that he's talking about the people of Israel, and he says, we've sinned like our fathers have sinned. And he talks about their faith coming out of Egypt. And he says they rebelled against God's deliverance. They pushed back. It's almost like they couldn't accept it. They couldn't believe that they were going to be actually delivered. And it's not until God parts the Red Sea, they walk through it, and they get to the other side, and then the sea swallows up their enemies. And it says in verse 12, then they believed his words, and they sang his praise. So God delivers them, and then they're like, wow, God, you're awesome. We love you. Then verse 13 says, they quickly forgot his works, and they did not wait for his counsel. Oh, how quickly we forget. From the mountaintop, it's easy to see how God has blessed us richly, how much he has given us. It's easy to see it. But then it's like we forget how we got to where we are, and we follow our own drummer right off the mountaintop towards the valley. We quit. We forget. And for Israel, it goes like this. Verse 19, it says, they made a calf in Horeb and worshipped a molten image, an idol. Thus they exchanged their glory for the image of an ox that eats grass. And when we look at that, we think, how stupid do you have to be to worship a golden cow when you have a God who's delivered you through a sea? I mean, God's glory makes anything pale in comparison, much less a gold cow. But I would say that we have our own gold cows, and I don't know what your idol is. I don't know if you're pursuing your job and promotions or money or happiness or a car or whatever it is that you're pursuing as your idol. If God hasn't led you there, then you're pursuing the wrong thing. God makes everything pale in comparison. But it says, it goes on, this psalm goes on and on and on about deliverance and acceptance, people accepting that deliverance and then forgetting. Starting verse 43, it says, many times he would deliver them. They, however, were rebellious in their counsel, and so sank down in their iniquity. Some translations say they were destroyed by their sin. I think that happens to us when we chase what we want instead of waiting for the counsel of God and chasing what he wants. So my encouragement to you today is examine your idols and see if God has placed what you're chasing in front of you, or if you're chasing your desire and not his. And my other encouragement for you is to wait for his counsel, and that's a hard thing to do sometimes. I can attest to that personally. I don't like to wait. I've had to do it over and over and over again in life. And I don't like it, but I know that that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm supposed to wait for him to reveal to me where I'm supposed to go. And then I'm supposed to run after it. And I hope that's what you're doing as well. Would you pray with me? Father, thank you for delivering us over and over again. Help us not to chase after our desires, but to chase after yours. Amen.